VBN, the Rich Video Blog Network, home to weekly NFL predictions, great personality profiles, great professional wrestling video blogs, great sports video blogs, great MBTA video blogs, great entertainment video blogs, plus tons more. A collection of my work goes back to June of 2014 on various social media websites. RVBN, the only video blog on the internet that matters. Time now is 3:32 in the afternoon, Billerica, Massachusetts. It's Wednesday, March 22nd, 2017. And it's cold and windy. Some news to report before my first video blog of the day. The personality profile about WWE Hall of Famer, the late great George Animal Steele. The news. The Boston Red Sox beat the New York Yankees last night in spring training 4-2. The Ottawa Senators beat the Boston Bruins by the score 3-2. The Boston Celtics clinched a playoff spot. The USA beat Japan in the World Baseball Classic by the score of 2-1 to advance to the championship game against Puerto Rico. Happy National World Water Day. Happy National Goof Off Day. FS1 and Fox Sports has signed a contract with Ice Cube to broadcast his new upstart 3-on-3 basketball league with over 30 former NBA players called the Big Three, which games will start this summer. Prayers to WWE Hall of Famer Jim Ross's wife Jen, who is in a coma and on life support. And sad news to report in the world of Hollywood. Author, game show producer, and the host of The Gone Show, Chuck Barris, passed away at the age of 87. Chuck was known for producing such game shows as The Newlywed Game, The Dating Game, Treasure Hunt, Three's a Crowd, but his most famous show, which he hosted as well, The Gone Show. We will be back, more stuff. And that's that Gene, the big dancing machine. Prayers to Chuck Barris's family in this time of need. That's about it on the news from the RVBN News. Well, I do be back in a flash with my first video blog subject of the day, the late great George the Animal Steele and the personality profile. Keep calm, everybody. And I'm a Julie Broughton guy. Molly Rose Glove, WCCOX has nice legs. Elizabeth Hutso, so stunning, she's the best. Amy Sweezy's awesome Amy. Linda Church of WPIX Channel of New York, such a rocking cougar's got the best legs in New York City, bar none. And Len Clare of WHC's Channel 7 Boston has the best legs in Boston. Cute, leggy, weather blondes, only on RVBN. Time now is 3:35 in the afternoon in Billerica, Massachusetts. Windy day on March 22nd, 2017. Wednesday afternoon. I'm back. My first video blog subject of the day is my personality profile. Today's personality profile is about the late, great WWE Hall of Famer George the Animal Steele. George the Animal Steele was one of the ruthless villains in WWE history for many years. Eventually he became a fun-loving babyface in the mid-1980s. George was born and he grew up in Detroit, Michigan area. His real name was James Myers, and he overcame a learning disability, dyslexia, to become a star high school football player and baseball player and basketball player and track star. He got a scholarship to the University of Michigan State University Spartans, and his dream was to play college football, but that dream was dashed when he suffered a knee injury and his dreams were shattered. After getting his degree in college, George went to to teach. He was a teacher for many, many years and a high school football coach in Michigan. But his annual salary was only $4,000 at a time. And with his family situation, he needed supplemental income. He became a professional wrestler in 1962 and wrestled summers only. He first wrestled in the Detroit area under a mask as the student, and he was managed by the infamous Chicago playboy Gary Hart. He did that for several summers. In 1967, George moved to the Pittsburgh territory, and he dropped the mask, and he wrestled as George the Animal Steele because of his hairy back, and George the Animal Steele became one of the most scariest and vicious heels in professional wrestling at that time. He was known for saying, not talking too much in his interviews. Why? Hey! Ackland! Broke arm! Belt! George the Animal Steele wrestled in the WWE in summers for many, many years. From 1968 through 1983, he would feud with Earl Maynard, and he would have legendary world title matches with Bruno Sammartino and Pedro Morales and Bob Backlund. George the Animal Steele was known for the flying hammerlock, which was a devastating finishing maneuver. He injured many preliminary wrestlers. A couple of times the preliminary wrestlers suffered severe arm injuries. One had his shoulder pop out, and George the Animal Steele was managed by either Classy Freddie Blassie or Captain Lou Albano or the Grand Wizard of Wrestling. And when his summer months were over, he was back teaching. He would do this into the mid-1980s. Vince McMahon Jr. bought the WWE off his father, and when Vince McMahon Sr. talked to George Steele when he was dying, he says the character of George the Animal Steele will go in his kind of in the grave when he passes away. Well, Vince McMahon Sr. passed, but George the Animal Steele was character was still kicking. In 1985, George the Animal Steele turned face in a six-man tag team match between the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and USS Express. On Saturday night's main event, George the Animal Steele became a fun-loving babyface cartoon character, and he wrestled full-time. He made a lot of money, and he was also managed by Captain Lou Albano again. He had a long-running feud with Macho Man Randy Savage, which lasted parts of 2 years. George the Animal Steele had a crush on Miss Elizabeth, and he really wanted Miss Elizabeth so much as his valet. And a few times, like George the Animal Steele and Macho Man Randy Savage had high-profile matches on Saturday night's main event and at WrestleMania 2, but George lost every time. Eventually, George would feud with, like, Dangerous Danny Davis, the evil referee turned wrestler, and they had some matches at house shows, a steel cage match at Nassau Coliseum. In 1988, George the Animal Steele got a pet animal called Mayan, which Mayan was like looked like George the Animal Steele. In late 1988, George was forced to retire because he had Crohn's disease, and George transitioned to a road agent / producer for the WWE. He would sometimes make appearances as house shows in corners, and George was in a movie called Ed Wood in 1994, which starred Johnny Depp and he played a wrestler called Tor Johnson. In 1995, George the Animal Steele was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. 1997, his Crohn's disease was in remission, and he started wrestling in the independent circuits again after he got let go by the WWE as a road agent. He briefly resurfaced in WWE in late 1998, early 1999 as part of the Oddities. He actually made an appearance on WCW Monday Nitro in 2000 to face Jeff Jarrett. In 2002, George's Crohn's disease came back and he had to remove part of his colon. He became a devoted Christian and he made appearances at conventions and appearances here and there in TNA, did some shoot interviews. His final WWE appearance was at Old School Raw in November of 2010, and George's health continued to decline. When the 2010s came, he went into the hospital several times with kidney ailments and stomach ailments. In February of 2017, after being in hospice care for a little while, George passed away at the age of 79. George's legacy was very, very good as being a top heel in the WWE for many years, and also becoming a cartoon character with Chasing Miss Elizabeth. That's what many fans remember him as in the Rock and Wrestling Connection. And that's about it on George the Animal Steele. Be back with the second final video blog of the night, which will be about the WWE House Show card results from Madison Square Garden on May 18th, 1987. Keep calm, everybody. I'm Julie Buddington. Molly was by the WCCO Recognized Nice Legs. Elizabeth Hart, so stunning. She's best. Amy Sleazy's awesome. Awesome Amy. Linda Church of WPIX Channel of New York. Rocking Kukas. Best legs in New York City. Bondan. Bob Gibbs of ABC 11 has a sweet southern accent. Best legs in Raleigh, North Carolina. And Alia Woolley of WABI Channel 5 in Bangor, Maine rocks and has the best legs in Bangor, Maine. And in the words, Sean Lucha, get out! Bye now!